The Labyrinth of Penumbra. By J.W. Steele. The Palladians arrive early Monday morning. They are ethereal and elegant, exuding a serene, harmonious aura. Their forms shimmer with iridescent colors, and Amanda wonders if they were drawn to the meadow by her silent yearning. They tell her they'll be gone by the end of the week. But they stay through the summer until the leaves grow gold and crimson on the trees in the vast hardwood forests that surround her old farmstead. They arrive in a crystalline rainbow in the hidden glen by the waterfall. Through the summer, she watches them inside this glistening transparent orb of light. Amanda counts 3 of them from the window of her bedroom upstairs, but she believes there are more. The Palladians move with grace and stillness as if floating through time. They are quiet and she scarcely knows they are there. Once a month, Irveng knocks on the door to pay the rent. Irveng is the Palladian she deals with. A faint silver aura shimmers around his head. He's withdrawn and rarely speaks. He gives her the pouch of gold dust and then looks at her, his violet eyes shining like amethyst. His face is well formed, and he is pleasant to behold. He wants to tell her something. She knows this. But he turns and walks back to the meadow, and disappears in the rainbow of light. After Irveng has gone, Amanda tingles. She tingles all over. She remembers a flash in the sky the night they arrived. Ball lightning again, she thought. She'd seen the light before, and the phenomenon did not alarm her. One morning, a peculiar figure stood by the roadside near the mailbox, its luminous form glimmering faintly in the morning light. She looked out window in the parlor toward the bunkhouse. Carlos raked the lawn and Rosanna washed the windows. Eligio, Rosanna's son, stared at the meadow, and a pattern of rainbow light danced on his face. None of them seemed to notice the man standing nearby, and she did not feel threatened by the intruder. The door chime rang. She pulled her robe tight around her and opened the door a crack. "Can I help you?" The strange man stood at the bottom of the stairs. He wore a futuristic uniform made of what looked like polished copper that glistened like sunlight on water. "I am Zareth. I serve as Irveng emissary," he said. They talked about the meadow for a long time. The man held a gleaming crystal before her. He said it was a gateway to hidden realms and that her frequencies needed adjustment. Amanda touched the gem. A pleasant sensation like she had never known swept through her. "Prepare yourself, Amanda. The veil has been lifted. A glorious future awaits you. Trust the path that unfolds," he said. The man walked back to the road and disappeared in the distance. She wished that it was Irveng who'd come to tell her this. Amanda sits in front of the vanity. Rain hammers on the tin roof. She stares into the mirror. The lines in her face are shallow, she thinks. Maybe Irveng will see beyond them, she hopes. The grandfather clock chimes in the corner. She measures every tick, every tock, just as she has for years. She will have her 60th birthday in October. Her life has not been hard or easy. Just another life. Alone. It's always been this way. She wonders why her dreams turned out the way they did. It hurts, but she knows it was meant to be. Her mother left her well off when she died. But life in the hills in the middle of nowhere is stale. Maybe she should tell Irveng how she feels. He comes tonight with the gold dust. Amanda gazes in the mirror and brushes her long black hair. She stands and turns to the side. She's always been lean. She thinks about what it would be like to lie down with Irveng. Sometimes late at night, she touches herself. Yes, tonight she'll tell Irveng exactly what she wants. The house is empty now. It feels like a tomb since her mother died. Harold, her husband, vanished years ago. She always knew they'd never grow old together. Harold spent his years in the mountains looking for the Indian gold mine hidden there. He'd read about it in Argosy magazine. Soon after they married, he ran out and spent their wedding gifts on a dry sluice and a new Jeep. She remembered the cloud of dust behind his truck when he drove into the hills. He'd return to the ranch when the first dust of snow lay mottled on the grass, then leave again the following spring. He'd been gone almost 10 years now. She never called the authorities. She felt he'd either found what he wanted or died trying. Either way, he got what he deserved. Their marriage was never consummated. The idea made her shudder. She felt more alone with him than she did without him. She didn't marry him for love or companionship or those things that lead to it. It was more like she needed a ranch hand. But Harold was not good at that sort of thing. What began as a necessity devolved into a business, and then a parody. Her mother didn't like Harold. She didn't want her to marry him. Amanda felt her mother was too demanding. No one else ever asked her, so she married him anyway. But the mistakes of the past were behind her now. When the Palladians appeared, everything changed. She knew Irveng was different. She sensed a new chapter in her life. A chapter she wanted to experience before the blink of her awareness grew extinct. Amanda glances outside. The rain has stilled, and the sun appears through turquoise gaps in the clouds. Rosanna feeds the chickens. She migrated here from Guadalajara with her son, Eligio. Her husband's name is Carlos, he is faithful, does not drink, and they are humble. They're hardworking and trustworthy. They've become like family to her. The hours drain away like cold molasses. The stars emerge in the darkened veil to boast their silver faces now awakened. It's nearly 7 p.m. She pulls back the curtain on the door and stares out the window. She watches the path that leads from the meadow. Irveng is never late. He appears at the end of the porch at the bottom of the steps. Amanda turns and leans against the door. She gasps. Oh God. She set the table with the sterling tea set her mother gave her. It shines like a mirror. She's steeped the poor tea cake she's been saving for years just for this moment. The aroma is exotic. Sensuous. It fills the room with a spicy scent like the fire in her heart. Tonight she wears her black silk kimono, the one with the butterflies and hummingbirds. It lies softly on her body. She glances in the mirror and fluffs her hair. She wants him. A gentle tap on the door. Irveng, how nice to see you. He stands like a monument, tall, lean, a thick silver mane. Hello, Amanda. I knew you'd be waiting. Won't you come inside, Irveng? Will you share some tea with me? Yes, of course, my dear. We have much to discuss. They proceed to the dining room. She motions to a chair, and they sit. Irveng remains still. Amanda looks at him. Is he young or is he old? He's neither. He's timeless, she thinks. We have much to discuss. She finds his remark strange. She pours them each a cup of tea and returns to her chair. Amanda clears her throat. Why have you come here, Irveng? He pulls the pouch from the sleeve of his jacket and lays it carefully on the table. That's not what I meant, honey. Why have you come to my ranch? I know you're not from around here. Irveng remains still and his aura grows more defined. When he speaks his voice is mellow. I won't toy with you, Amanda. You have something I need. Amanda swallows hard, a gentle thump in her heart. I'm not sure what you mean, Irveng. What do I have that a man like you would want? She blinks several times. Awareness. My dear. Our minds will become one. Amanda raises her hand to her breast. Irveng eases the cup to his lips. He sips and sets the cup on the table. His smile is sincere. You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you, Irveng? Please tell me more. Of course, darling. That's why I'm here. May I remove my jacket, Amanda? The room is heavy with an aroma I am not familiar with. In our arm of the galaxy, we do not experience olfactory perception. This ability has puzzled us. We find that sometimes the sensation causes what you refer to as asphyxia. We have wondered what purpose this perception serves. At times, the various aromas indigenous to this milieu are repulsive. She lowers her eyes. I'm sorry, Irveng. It was not my intention. Amanda stands. Yes, Irveng, let me take your jacket. He removes it and hands it to her. She holds the garment to her breast and runs her fingers along the sleeve. My, this is a sensuous fabric, Irveng. So soft, so firm. What is it? Trimagnetic angorium, a rare and coveted element. It is harvested by the Syrians from the turquoise abyss on Rigel Cantoris. It's nice. She hangs it on the hall tree. Amanda glances in the mirror, smooths her robe, and returns to the table. Irveng, please don't think I'm bold, but I know absolutely nothing about you. Please, darling, be bold. What is it you desire to know, dearest one? Well, everything. You haven't told me anything about yourself. Where are you from? Our home is the Labyrinth of Penumbra. It lies 3.92 billion light-years beyond this barred spiral galaxy. Our star system is composed of rare earths and precious minerals inconceivable for those of your awareness to comprehend. She looks at him, her eyes wide. Penumbra is a framework of massive cubes bound in different systems, not unlike the cells of your body. Each cube is a clone. Each clone is an organ in the body of our Creator. We are one, but each of us serves a different purpose in the mind of the monad. Some of us exist in its arms, others in its testicles, and so forth. I am a cube in the limbic system. But there is no separation between us. We share the same thoughts at the same moment, processing limitless ideas as a single awareness. Amanda giggles. Oh, Irveng, you're so strange. And who might your God be? Their eyes meet, and they share a long, sustained look. Life. Our God is life. Amanda places her finger to her lips and rubs them gently. You must forgive me, Irveng, but this is all so befuddling. I can't understand you. How did you find me? We do not forgive. Our universe is perfection, there is no need to forgive. But to answer your question, Eligio led me to you. He is my ally. Amanda shudders. You can't be serious, my Eligio? He's such a sweet boy. Why would he bring you to me? Amanda, we are incapable of lies or hyperbole. There is a chain of command on Penumbra. Eligio is my scout. For what you call ages, he has searched the cosmos on my behalf, looking for one such as you. I am a holographic projection of our cube on Penumbra. Though I appear like a modern Homo sapiens, I am but a shadow of my organic body that exists in on Penumbra. We are astral travelers. My organic body can never leave source, but we can project our spiritual body anywhere in this universe and beyond. We are omnipotent. Is he for real? It's now or never, she thinks. Irveng, you didn't come here just to pay the rent. You're going to reveal to me exactly why you're here, or I'm going to have to ask you to leave. Please don't play with me. My time here is short, Amanda. I have a great deal to share with you, but it will not be easy to understand. Please listen and I will reveal my intentions. There are two polarities in the realms of the seven heavens. One is organic, and one is inorganic. You know them as positive and negative, good and evil, and so forth. But these polarities cease to exist in the higher dimensions where physics on this planet does not apply. Amanda folds her arms on her chest. You're avoiding the question, Irveng. Surely you are joking. Why did you come to me? Why did you bring the rainbow to my meadow? Irveng remains silent. Amanda sighs. Please try to understand my situation, honey. I have grown old. My beauty is fading, and my body has aged. I don't think I can endure another broken heart. It hurts too much. I'm going to tell you exactly what I think. Something I should have done years ago. You're beautiful, Irveng. I know you are kind. I think I could love you, but you're so weird. Irveng folds his hands and lays them gently on the table. Amanda. We know all flesh is ephemeral and subject to decay, but you, my dear, are precious. Source perfectly aligned your consciousness with mine. I did not come here to possess the sack of flesh in which you now dwell. Amanda looks down at the table. We enjoy what you refer to here as sex. But our perceptions are far more refined, varied, and numerous than those of the anthropos. Penumbra is a framework of massive cubes bound in different systems, not unlike the cells of your body. In the labyrinth of Penumbra, good and evil can merge into one androgynous being. I don't know why, but I believe you, Irveng. Mother always told me I was too trusting. Please be patient, Amanda. I will satisfy your mind. Many clones in the labyrinth of Penumbra are androgynous. They have found an inorganic force to which they bond that makes them truly balanced and complete. I have not, and that's why I have journeyed here. In this entire sector of the cosmos, you are the only one that is the perfect inorganic match for my energy. Think about it, Amanda. To be complete, one no longer wastes mind energy in pursuit of becoming complete. This is an alliance that is most sacred to us on Penumbra. Many of our clones spend millions of years looking for the perfect consort. When those who are organic and those who are inorganic merge in perfect harmony, the entity becomes a creator god, one that understands completely the powers of good and evil. An androgynous being on Penumbra is considered an aeon, a demigod of great authority and honor. The search for our perfect inorganic polarity is our only challenge in our eternal awareness. Amanda's eyes widen. You live for eternity? Yes, darling, it is not uncommon for those of our creation to live billions of years. In this dimension, your lives are temporary. You live in a tiny frequency where time is linear. Each time you die, your mind is wiped clean of what you have learned and you face rebirth. Our minds are infinite. Our time is multidimensional. A minute can be like 1,000 years. On Penumbra our knowledge accumulates until the secrets of the universe are fixed in our memories. In this arm of the galaxy, the law you call karma locks you into thought patterns lifetime after lifetime. It is inevitable, Amanda. You cannot escape your karma until you leave the matrix. Irveng looks at her, his eyes pleading. Is this where you want to remain, Amanda? Cycle after cycle fettered to the wheel of samsara? Amanda reaches forth and takes Irving's hand. It's cold and smooth like marble. Damn you, Irveng. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I want to believe you, but I don't know how. To lose your mind is the first challenge, Amanda. It is the beginning of your emancipation from the wheel of becoming that keeps you imprisoned in the virtual hologram. Irveng squeezes her hand gently. I need you, Amanda. I want you to journey with me beyond the confines of this synthetic illusion. I want to take you with me back to the ineffable labyrinth of Penumbra. Irveng stands. He lifts Amanda in her chair and holds her to him, kissing her tenderly. She feels his energy surge through her. She stares at him, dumbfounded, her eyes glassy. We know your ways, Amanda. We have studied them for millennia. I have analyzed the Dorian mode vibratory complex in the hillbilly ballads on your all-night radio. Let me sing for you one I find harmonically suitable for an occasion such as this. A sincere expression of how I have longed for your priceless energy. Irveng sets the chair on the floor and looks into her eyes. His voice is like a soothing melody, wrapping around her, lifting her spirit. She feels weightless, as if all her burdens are released forever. Her mind follows his voice and they return to the crystal rainbow. The sky implodes and like a bolt of lightning they merge with the labyrinth of penumbra.